Live from the Moody Campus Radio Studios in Chicago, Illinois, this is The Letter M. The Letter M. The Letter M. The Letter M. The Letter M with Van Ferro and Andrew Shroyer. And thank you very much. This is The Letter M. This is Van Ferro.
Andrew Shroyer.
And, of course, our guest for tonight,
Ashley Gamboa.
Ashley Gamboa. Welcome to Walking Dead Night. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We're talking about a zombie movie tonight. I am not zombie TV show. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We're talking about dead people tonight. That's awesome. Yeah.
They're not dead. They're walking.
Yeah, they're walking. Yeah, so they're technically not dead because they're kind of like walking, right? Well, when was the last time we did a show? I forgot. That was like 2 weeks ago, right?
Well, it was 2 weeks ago, yeah. And then we didn't do it 2 weeks prior to that.
Uh-huh.
So we've been in an every other week basis here.
Wow. I know. There were like some technical problems last week. So like after Miley Cyrus night, I guess they were like, well, let's just put them on every other week because they tackle really controversial content. So I don't know. I mean, our stupendous program director is here at the studio right now, Adelina. So oh my gosh. Hopefully we're not going to get fired after this. So we're talking about Walking Dead, and we would like to welcome our guest, Ashley Gamboa.
Woo!
Yes,
Ashley!
Letter M shout out.
Yeah.
Letter M shout out.
Letter M shout.
Yeah, that's her letter M shout out. So, Ashley, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Everything about yourself.
Everything about
Life
yourself.
story.
Yeah, pretty much,
wow. To all 6 listeners? Okay.
Hey, we have 1 million listeners right now. It's crazy.
All over the world.
All over the world, yeah. In 24 time
I don't
zones.
know, what should I say?
Okay, well, to start out, like, what are you here at Moody for, I guess?
I am here at Moody, and I'm a communications major.
Woo! Com major.
Yeah, and with an emphasis on journalism and radio, which is ironic.
So you like to write?
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's awesome.
And I used to work at a radio station, so.
Yes, she used
I'm
to work
used to
at the
all
radio.
this.
So, like, when you were in a radio station, like, what did you do?
I wrote commercials, and then I recorded the commercials, and then I produced the commercials.
Wow.
Ooh.
Paging MCR people, including our beautiful program director, Adelina. We have somebody who can help out with our commercials. Right, we just like messing with her because she's so awesome. She's so fun to hang around with. So Ashley, you said you're a comm major and you're doing journalism, right? Mm-hmm. So like, is there like a certain publication that you would like to write for?
Andrew Shroyer publication.
Andrew Shroyer Publications.
Yeah, that
perhaps?
one. Mm-hmm.
Andrew Shroyer Publications. Yeah, we're going
I put that
to
in
be.
my application.
Yeah, we're going to be telling stories of healing and.
Yes, and well.
What else?
Well, I mean, you know.
Oh my god.
We're going to be movie directors, so.
Yeah, we're going to be movie directors. Yeah, actually, we're going to be directing slasher films.
Yeah.
You can write our slasher films, actually.
Yeah, exactly, and
Yes.
produce them.
And produce them. Yes. That'd be awesome. Adelina's like, what is going on here? Okay, so we're doing Walking Dead tonight. So Walking Dead, as all of you know, is the #1 cable show on television right now. So we were talking about Duck Dynasty like a few weeks ago. It was the #1 show on cable television, but now it's Walking Dead. So we're talking about Walking Dead.
Yep.
So if you want to participate in our conversation tonight, you can go ahead and let us know on our Facebook page at theletterm.mcr or on our Twitter page at theletterm on MCR.
Which, thankfully, we've been getting a lot of posts and stuff on Facebook.
We have? Can you read some of
Well,
our Facebook
I mean,
posts?
not just like as recently, like this season, we've been getting them.
We've been yeah, I know. It's like there's been, well, let's go ahead with greeting the people who are listening at the letter M right now. So, Ashley, are there any people who are listening?
My 2 sisters are listening.
Woo, what's their names?
Eileen and Christine.
Eileen and Christine, thank you very much for listening.
Yeah.
And then my 3 friends back home are listening.
Okay.
Allie, Ariana, and Jenna.
Allie, Ariana, and Jenna.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. That's awesome. Thank you very much for listening. We know it's like Eastern time zone over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're running Yeah, they're
9.
running at 9 o'clock right now. It's 9 o'clock.
9, because I'm
8
on
o'clock
Eastern
here.
right
Yeah,
now.
he's on Eastern time zone too. Andrew is. So who else? Who else are like listening?
I don't know.
That's it. Okay, Andrew. Who are the people listening from back home?
All right. My dad, Brian
Brian.
Shore. Woo.
Oh my gosh, he took us to this awesome haunted house for like Halloween. Oh my gosh, never screamed so much in our entire lives.
Not mine.
Not
Maybe
yours.
more for me, but
Yeah, I
probably
know.
when I was little. But
Yeah, when I'm like really scared, I immediately switch to a British accent. So,
yeah, he had it going full force there too.
Yeah.
It's
So-
just
That's weird.
One weird fact about me, I switch to a British accent when I'm really, really scared. So
he had it going there too.
yeah, I was oh my gosh. Yeah.
That wasn't British.
Well, you see, when I'm really scared, it
Okay.
becomes really British. So who else? Who else apart from Brian?
Actually, my brother's going to be listening too.
Austin!
Yeah, because he is a huge Walking Dead fan. So,
Yes, mhm.
and I'm told that he will be texting me and keeping me updated throughout the show
That's good.
to fill me in on things that any of us may be missing.
Yes.
Because I know that I don't know if he's watched every episode, but I know he's a huge fan. So.
When I was at your house for spring break, we were watching Walking Dead. Actually, we've watched the black and white episodes and some of the color ones. They've had black and white episodes for the Walking Dead.
Like old ones?
No, like like they made the episode in black and white, like intentionally. I don't know why. I think it's too bloody. But then again, every episode of Walking Dead is kind of bloody. So
Yeah.
yeah. So anyone else that we want to greet?
My two brothers-in-law are listening. Ryan
Yes.
and Ryan.
Ryan and Ryan, thank you very much for listening. Who else do we want to greet? Before I go ahead with the list of people that want to be greeted tonight.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, this is gonna
but
be fun.
anyhow,
Okay.
my grandmother, Dorothy, she always listens.
Thank you for the popcorns.
Yes.
Yes.
And,
She
and the
packed us
puppy
with
chow.
popcorns and a
the
puppy
puppy chow.
Popcorn.
Yeah. No, she gave us like a bag of popcorn each. It was awesome.
And she gave me puppy chow, which is
Yeah.
It's still.
Puppy chow is so good.
I know. I have been enjoying it every single day, just having a couple every night, and I still have a little bit left, almost gone, but yeah, I am. Just, I've been enjoying them every day,
That's
and
good.
that's 20 days, and I'll be back. So
Yeah. We would also like to greet, of course, the greatest floor in all of Moody's history, Dryer 3.
Woo!
Woohoo!
D3.
Yeah. So Dryer 3. So I guess we just have to like go run down. So Jonas Gans, your favorite German.
Dennis, woo!
Yes, woo, woo, woo. And Tim Carlson and Mark
Yeah.
Lemonager. We shouldn't forget Mark
yeah,
Lemonager.
woo.
Yes, you don't know who Mark Lemonager
No, I
is?
do.
Okay. Okay, Mark is like this guy who works a lot and who always goes to classes that the sisters don't know him.
No, we played Mafia with him.
He played Mafia once. That was like the only time you've seen him, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, I'd like to greet my roommates too, Robert LaLauren and Mitchell Trees.
Yeah, woo.
Woohoo!
Great
I'd like to
guys.
greet Hunter Williams, who's currently
Hunter.
in practice
Right
at
at-
Candlelight Carols.
Right
Yes,
on the
if
other
you
side of this
have-
wall.
Yeah, if you have like time, somewhere like in the first week of December, watch it. It's like one of the biggest shows that Moody ever produces.
Yeah.
So Hunter Williams and Brooklyn DeVrew are going to be there. Great actors, by the way. So don't miss it. I would also like to greet Marcus Goebel, Jason Moraf, president of Kesher, woohoo, Caleb Pipes, Tim Holt, Bryce Ballard, our
Bryce.
RA, greatest RA ever.
Just kidding.
What? Okay. There's Damon Wenig, who's the business manager of Moody Standard. We do know people. It's like we can just like name drop and stuff. So there's Damon Wenig, Dave Thompson, John Forsyth, Andrew Hilsman, also known as
Druber.
Druber. Yeah, he's like one of the most powerful men at Racco right now. So Ashley begs to differ. Yeah. Jake Zentmeyer, Jay-Z. Woo, Jay-Z, thank you very much for listening. Chris Lieberman.
If you're not playing video games.
No, come on. Oh my gosh, he got really angry at me when we greeted him that one time. When it's like, I wasn't playing video games, I was listening to you. So, yes. Jay-Z, thank you very much for listening. We also have Elias Alvial. Your
My roommate.
Roommate.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Elias.
Okay, Jeremy
D309.
Carlberg, David Tempoy, who is currently napping at
In the lounge? Yep.
Yes, I saw him there. There's also JR Roberts, Juan Alban, Michael Leal, Who's her roommate? Chris Carnati.
Let's greet the funniest room. And
The funniest room. Yes, the funniest room. The informal room with Adam Swing, Ben Picari, and John Wilson.
yes, all
Yes.
3 members of Informal.
And then the international room with Thomas Ashley, Wei, Mungil Kim, and Trevor Sullivan. Yes, and then Ryan Renner,
Ryan, yeah.
Christopher Olsen, and Tim Schwan. And then there's Nick Davidzinas, Chad Smith, and Tyler Boj. And then who else? Jason Lehman, Aaron Sissom, and who's her roommate?
Isaac Wilson.
Isaac Wilson. And then there's Sean Manshine. Woohoo, Papa Brilliance. Is it Papa Brilliance or Papa Moonshine? He used to host a show here at MCR called the Late Night Morning Show. So that was really awesome. And then Ben Whiteley and Josh Nelson. Yeah. And what about from her sister Floor?
Yeah.
8 West.
Big West.
Eight West.
You got it finally. I'm glad to see you got it.
Okay, well, I mean, they've been requesting us to give them a shout out tonight. So,
Yeah.
Okay, let's give them a shout out. So, who would be our first shout out? The RA, of course, right?
Yes.
Sweet Annie. Sweet Annie. Annie Stoltzfus. Thank you very much for listening. Is it Stoltzfus or it is Stoltzfus,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Yeah, I do know my Polish well. So, Annie Stoltzfus, and then Carrie Wolf.
Carrie.
She specifically requested to be greeted with Austin Morgan. Austin Morgan is actually working as public safety downstairs.
Yes, right
now.
downstairs. Yeah, I feel safe.
He's trying to protect us from the people who want to harm us. So thank you very much for your work. Tiffany Ramsey.
Tiffany.
Tiffany!
Yes.
Yes, thank you for listening. And she was wearing green today.
Yeah.
It was blue.
It was green.
was blue.
It looks more green than
it
than
looks
blue.
more green to me.
I think Adelina's trying to tell us something. What does green mean?
Huh? Green means that you're single. If
Okay.
you're wearing yellow, that means it's complicated. And if you're wearing red, that means you're taken. If you're wearing white, what does it mean?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You're wearing
I'm
red.
wearing red. It doesn't mean I'm taken, though. I can be as taken as you would like me to be. So,
I'm wearing black. It's just better.
do you have the gift of celibacy?
No.
Okay. Because usually, I saw like this 3 girls at the SER, and they were like arm in arm, and they're all wearing black. So I started asking, do they have the gift of celibacy? Because they're like wearing black, and they're all like arm in arm. They're like happy in their singleness or something. So, I don't know. It's like, yeah. Wait, who else? Who else are in your floor? I mean, we know the people in the floor, but like, you know, they would appreciate if the shout out came from you, Ashley.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who else listening. I don't know. Jasmine.
Oh.
Jasmine, Villia.
Yes, Jasmine.
Should have been here tonight.
Jasmine,
She
Jasmine is
should've.
driving Fiona Grant right now to By the Hand.
And I think Carly, too.
And Carly, too,
I don't know.
so yes.
And we can't forget somebody who's actually listening to us too.
Who?
Catherine.
Catherine Lorman, yes. She's one of our most avid listeners. We would also like to greet the girl that we're trying to guest for next week's show, which is Country Night, Mindy Shekel. So Mindy hates country music, but we're hoping to change her perspective of country music by guesting her here. So, if you want Mindy to change her mind, just put hashtag MindyChange in your Facebook status and your Twitter status, and then, just post on her wall, like, Mindy, please change your mind.
She doesn't have to like it to be on the show.
Yeah, she was like, well, I can guest on your show and, like,
Yeah.
bash country music and
Yeah,
stuff.
she should do that. I agree.
Yeah, but we both love country music, though,
Ew.
so... What? You don't like country
No.
music? Are you really from the South?
Yeah.
Oh my
I don't
god.
have to like country music.
So, yeah, but we're trying to get Mindy Shekel to guest. Who else is there? So, Catherine Lorman, Corey Ladd. You'd like to greet Corey Ladd.
Yeah, Mackenzie.
Mackenzie Mraz, who's also at PCM at By the Hand. Brooklyn DeVrew.
Brooklyn.
Yes.
And well, we did already greet her, but it's good to greet again.
Good to greet her again. Madison Van Winkle.
Yes.
Yes, our favorite crazy girl. So she's super fun to hang out with. I'm like, wow. Yeah. And then who else? Jenna Barbieri and her roommate. Well, Carrie is her roommate.
Yeah.
There's Nicole Johnho, who's the roommate of
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. Who's Carly's roommate?
Brooke and Charity.
Brooke and Charity. Charity, whom I've never seen before. Yeah, so Charity, whoever you are, we would like to greet you. Who else? Who else is on your floor? That we're like for Emily Norris and
Emily,
Emily.
yeah.
Yeah, Emily and Emily. So both
Oh
Emily's.
yeah, uh-huh.
Yes.
Bree.
And Bree Turner. Woohoo! Yeah. Who else? Who else are we forgetting?
Oh, my roommate Pearl.
Pearl Windle. Yes. Who else? From like the one room. So there's Catherine. There's Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, if we forgot your name.
Yeah, don't yell at us too much.
Yeah, don't yell at us too much.
We have a bad history of being
What?
yelled at.
Yeah, we have a bad history of being yelled at, actually. So just let us know if we forgot to greet you, and you have to be greeted because, like, our listeners are very important to us, so they have to be all greeted.
Yes.
So pretty much. So, what are we going to be talking about Walking Dead tonight? Andrew, what are we talking about Walking Dead tonight?
Everything about the Walking Dead.
Everything about Walking
We're gonna
Dead.
cover pretty much all the basics.
What do you guys know
everything.
Yes.
about Walking Dead?
We do know a lot about Walking Dead. Yeah. So, also we're going to have a moody story. We actually have like one moody story that's prepared to go at 9 o'clock. So this was from Cats Forever, which we forgot like 2 weeks ago.
Yes. And
Yeah, so we were like, okay, here's a story from Cats Forever. And like this was verbally given to us. And I like blanked out like
Yes.
live on the show and like I forgot the story. So we're going to make amends with Cats Forever and we're going to be reading a moody story. Again, if you have a moody story, let us know on our Facebook page and on our Twitter page. Pretty much.
Yes.
So, well, we're gonna be going on a commercial break. Well, I mean, there really isn't any commercials, but music break. I think that's like more appropriate. So here is.
We can call it commercials.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so here is Goodbye Charlie, only here at the letter M.
And welcome back to the letter M. And this is Andrew Shroyer.
And this is Van Ferro with our guest.
Ashley Gamboa.
Woohoo! And it's Walking Dead Night.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, Andrew.
Okay.
Take it away.
All right. Let's get started with The Walking Dead. All right. Let's start out with.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You're fine. Ashley, could you? I know. I just could you give us like a general introduction of like just like a synopsis of what the show is about, just like a general idea. I know I'm bad at this, but if you.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
like the first like episode, you see like everything's normal and fine, but then
Like
you-
moody normal or?
What? There's nothing to do with that. Anyways,
Go ahead.
everything's normal, but then like there's a sheriff and he's with his sheriff friends, and like there's like a shootout or something, but then he gets shot, and then he wakes up, like he passes out for a while, and you think it's just for a little bit, but then he wakes up and like everyone's gone and dead and stuff. And he's like he like
Dead.
leaves the hospital to see that it's not just like in the hospital, it's like everywhere and everyone's dead and stuff. And then he meets like two people and they like pretty much update him on everything, and then they tell him to go to Atlanta because apparently Atlanta is where what's that thing called in Atlanta? Like,
Like CDC?
is that what it is?
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Yeah,
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yes.
So he goes to Atlanta, but then
CDC.
he thinks it's just in that general area, but it's actually the whole world, and basically
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
even there's like Filipino zombies?
Oh.
Oh!
That's scary.
Oh my gosh. You know what? We won't make really good zombies because we always need rice with anything.
you need rice and everything.
Oh, I forgot. Ashley doesn't eat rice, by the way.
I do eat rice like at home, but I haven't eaten rice here. I'm fine without it.
Yeah, so we need like people and rice when we eat, so I don't think we're gonna survive in a zombie apocalypse. Go ahead, I got distracted, sorry.
Well, I don't want to like talk about all the seasons. I'm just trying to say that
That's
basically The Walking Dead
general-
is like it starts
yeah.
off with this one guy and he sees like the whole world's gone.
Mhm.
He doesn't know what happened.
Yeah.
Like,
And
from
yeah.
everything normal to then the
Mhm.
apocalypse.
And this is already on its fourth season.
Fourth
right?
season, yeah.
Fourth season at American Movie Channel. It is the #1 show on television, at least cable wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actu-
because, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, well, it's already been renewed for a 5th season. Like,
Yes,
and that was no surprise.
Yeah,
for you.
because this show is actually popular with the 18 to 49 demographic, which is the usual age range that you would like to target when you want the show to survive. Because I guess 18 to 49-year-old people have more money to buy stuff, so Yeah, pretty much. It's been averaging like an 18% rating, so that's pretty high for television right now, especially for cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, who are the characters?
You have the main character, Rick,
Uh-huh.
and then you have Shane, who is his, like, best friend.
Uh-huh.
And you have Lori, who is Rick's wife.
Okay.
You have Carl, who is Rick's son. And you have, did I say Daryl?
Daryl, you haven't said Daryl.
Oh, you have Daryl Dixon. He's
Yeah.
the cool guy
Mhm.
with the crossbow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love CrossFit.
Love
And-
crossbows. Catching Fire, November 22.
No, that's not a crossbow.
Huh?
That's a bow and arrow.
Oh, it's bow and arrow.
Yes.
They're all the same.
No.
Nope.
Well, hunters are talking, so I'll just give
Yep.
it to them.
I'm not a hunter.
You're not a hunter?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. You're a lover, not a hunter.
What? Anyways.
Okay.
Those are the important characters. You have Merle.
Merle,
And
Okay.
then you have T-Dog.
T-Dog. Ooh, I like that character name, T-Dog.
Yeah.
It sounds very legit.
You have the governor.
The governor, okay.
He has an eye patch.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and so these people, so they're basically trying to fight off like the zombies, right? Pretty much to survive.
Well, yeah.
Uh-huh. So I don't know if this is like moody appropriate, but what are the ways that they try to fight off these zombies? Silence. Well, I know that like we were watching an episode of Walking Dead, and it was super awesome because what were they doing in that episode, Andrew?
They were. Well, it was
Love
a
it.
season 4 premiere,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
they were just like fighting off the zombies that were on the fence, just hitting them away.
Stabbing them in the head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they do.
So.
That's the only way to kill them.
Mm-hmm. And I think that goes on like one of the major themes that I think we will be talking about later, like what is human and what is not. Because, zombies were people before, right? So now that they're still moving, but they're kind of like zombified, like, do you still consider them as people or not? It's like, so that's like one of the things that we will be talking about later on. Ooh, are they still people? Or, that's why you can kill them? Or are they not? That's why you can kill them. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So, season-wise, I think let's just give like a little bit of synopsis for the seasons. So like season 1, season 2, season 3, and season 4. What were like the major storylines for those? Season 1, the beginning.
Well, she said the first episode about it that
Mhm.
that it,
Yeah, I mean that was like the first thing,
Well, like
so.
he's basically trying to figure out what's going on. That's the first season. And the first season's really short. It's like 7 episodes.
7 episodes, yeah. That's a nice thing about cable TV. Like you're not tied down to like the 24 episode thing with network television. You can just make as many episodes as you want, and they can be like super great episodes, but there's only like a few of them. That's awesome. So, what about season 2?
Season 2. That's such a good season.
Uh-huh.
So they have a group and they basically go out to this farm. It's like it's like a safe place.
A safe place? Okay.
Yeah, but I mean it gets destroyed in the end. Anyway, it's really good. Like it's so good. I don't even know what to say about it, but like the end of season 2 is my favorite.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know that eventually I will watch every episode. So
We actually will.
I guarantee I will. So you can just kind of spoil it, but I'll just try to forget about it before I watch it.
But you're asking.
Yeah, so what about season 3?
Oh.
You did like season 3?
Yeah.
I was like, kind of okay. Like, what do you mean kind of okay? Like, what happened in season 3?
They go to a prison.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like, it's a cool setting, but I don't know. I got bored. But it's a good show.
And it takes a lot of things to get Ashley bored, actually. So,
What?
huh?
Excuse me?
No, I said it takes a lot of things to get Ashley bored. Like,
Okay.
it's a compliment.
Thank you. Wow, thanks.
So that's pretty much like Walking Dead, in in retrospect. What is the one thing that you like about Walking Dead? For everyone, it's like a big question.
Rick.
Rick, okay,
Yeah.
elaborate.
I don't know. He's got a cool beard, and
Oh, well,
throughout the season,
somebody here's a cool beard too.
it's different.
I don't know who you're referring to.
Well, I'm pretty clean, so yeah. Okay, so apart from he has a cool beard,
He's
like,
his gun is really cool. Like he just shoots it.
I mean, that's what you do with a gun, right? You shoot
Yeah.
the gun.
He just makes it look really cool. And like when he shoots him in the head, it's like, yeah, it's really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Rick is actually being played by Andrew Lincoln,
Who's British.
Yeah, he is British. I
Yeah.
know all of
I mean-
these like British actors playing Americans.
I mean, you can't go wrong if he's British.
Yeah, I mean, even with Once Upon a Time, which is a show that we featured last semester. Oh my gosh, it's like majority of the Americans there are British.
Well, yeah, the person who plays Rumpelstiltskin is British.
It's British, and he's supposed to be American. Well, Rumpelstiltskin sounds like Polish or Romanian. Too.
Emily De Ravin is Australian, though.
Who's
Yeah, she's playing Belle.
She plays Belle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She's Australian with a French name. That's kind of weird. Yeah.
Doesn't she have an accent on one?
Yeah, she has a very
has
deep
an
accent.
Yeah. Well, going back, what else? What I like about Walking Dead is, I like the interplay between the characters. Okay, let me elaborate. Okay, the interplay between the characters. There is one episode in season 2 that I've watched. For Walking Dead, I don't know if it's season 2 or season 3 because I was just like sitting down on television watching it with Austin.
Yeah, with my brother.
Yeah, and it was this episode wherein the mother was kind of like emotionally debating if she was going to kill her daughter or not. So she was like holding her daughter in her arm, and she was holding the gun, and the daughter wakes up, and she was like, she kind of appeared normal, and then her mom was like, oh my gosh, it's like, oh, and then she starts like that, and then she just has to like shoot her, and like, oh my gosh, but like the emotional anguish of trying to decide whether what you're doing is right or wrong, like that was like a big draw in for me for that series. Like, how do you become human in an inhuman world? It's like, that is amazing. That's like the one thing I like about The Walking Dead. What about you, Andrew? What's the one thing you like about Walking Dead?
I just like the way that they have like the interaction between people, and like as what I'm reading and kind of like what I'm gathering from like what I've seen so far is like, and if you can elaborate, that they have like two kind of like groups of people, like two different groups of people, and like there's like a struggle going on there, and I just like that like kind of thought of like, how would you react with with that going on? Like, would you be able to get along with everybody still and be like, okay, let's put our differences aside and
especially when you're being chased by zombies.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like, gosh, we gotta put our resources together. We're being chased by zombies. It's like, yeah. So I'm still wondering, like, what if it actually happened and we're here at Woody? And Woody becomes
Where
like
would you
Walking
go?
Dead. Where would you go? I would go to the tunnels because like zombies are kind.
That's kind of trapped then. There you're trapped.
No, because like zombies are kind of like they're kind of like not intelligent. So that's like the politically correct term. So so like because like okay, zombies can climb up. So if zombies cannot climb up, they cannot climb down. So they can go to the tunnels.
They can go down.
We have stairs. I forgot. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Where are we
think
going to hide? Sweeting 4? I mean, Sweeting 4 always has a non-working elevator. It's facilities.
Houghton Roof. I'd go to Houghton Roof.
Houghton Roof,
Oh,
but
yeah.
we're not allowed to go up to Houghton Roof.
Well, I am. I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm going there.
We'd be up the dryer roof.
Dryer roof.
Wow, 4 whole stories.
Yeah, full horror. Yeah, four whole stories.
Yeah, we got that out. Third time's the charm.
Yeah, that'd be like interesting if like Walking Dead at Woody. Oh my gosh.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun actually. Apart from the killing, of course, but like what? Okay, Racco, if you are listening right now, what if we made assassins? Like we made a Walking Dead themed assassins for 2014.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, you're at Racco, right?
I am in Racco.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're giving the idea to you.
Okay.
It's from the letter M. So you got to credit the letter M when this becomes a thing next year. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of great ideas come from the letter M.
Yeah, remember that's where Jason gets his ideas for
Yes, Jason
debate.
Lehman, president of the Debate Society. This is where he gets his ideas for debate. The letter M.
Yep.
Yeah. So like, should Miley Cyrus? Yeah, everything. Yeah. It's an inside joke. So oh my gosh, never mind. Okay, so we've already talked about like the things that we like about Walking Dead. Talk about characters, themes. What else are we supposed to be talking about tonight? I know that there's like one thing that we would like to know about The Walking Dead. That I mean, I guess we already know, but like for the benefit of our listeners, like I'm pretty sure they would want to know. Okay, who is the character that you can most relate to? It could be same sex, it could be opposite sex or anything, but who's like the character that you can relate to?
That's really deep.
Ashley's like, oh wow.
Oh yeah, I never
Yeah.
thought about that before.
We're going to give you 30 seconds. Oh my gosh, I found Yoda. Thomas Ashley, we found Yoda. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, so just to give you a background, so Thomas Ashley has been looking for Yoda for like a month now.
He doesn't have a head.
And yeah, sorry, got distracted. I have ADD. I'm sorry. It's like, okay, sorry.
Yep.
Okay, so who's the character that you can relate to? So let's get it from the Walking Dead expert first.
Oh,
Ashley.
like, I don't know, but the character I would want to relate to is Daryl, because he's cool,
Daryl.
and he uses a crossbow. That's why.
Ooh.
Are there any like similarities between him and you that you kind of like see yourself in?
He's the coolest one of the group, and then
And Ashley is really cool.
yeah, there we go. He's the smoothest one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ashley is smooth and cool. So like Daryl. What about you, Andrew? Who's your?
I'm just all for Rick. He's a
All for
great
Rick.
guy. You know, great beard.
Great
just
beard.
Kind of similar in that area.
Not really.
Great beard. And I saw him planting. He's a pretty good planter. In that episode.
He
Yeah, the beginning.
he was doing work, and he was doing garden work, and
Yeah.
well, on the outside, it's not really garden work, but oh, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
Jenna,
Barbieri?
yes,
Yes.
she just messaged and said that Carrie and her would hide in Smith.
Oh, okay. So if there is,
So no one knows where it is.
If Moody,
Oh yeah.
okay, so Jenna Barbieri and Carrie Wolf said if Walking Dead actually happens, they would hide at Smith.
That's a great
Good
idea.
choice.
That's good.
Yeah, I know. No, but I don't even know how to get to Smith. Well,
I
I
don't-
mean, not that I would actually get to Smith, but you know, it's like, Adelina, how do you get to Smith? I don't.
It's right across the admissions office.
Okay, it's right across the admissions office. Oh, the secret elevator.
Ah,
Oh, okay, got it. So,
that's the elevator.
well, I mean,
that,
I don't think zombies would be that intelligent to figure it out. I mean, like,
Yeah, I couldn't even
normal
figure out.
intelligent people can figure out how to get to Smith. So, yeah. So, thank you very much for that. Actually, I can relate to the zombie.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. It's like I know it's a weird answer, but I can relate to the zombie because I'm always hungry. Not necessarily for human meat, but you know, for meat in general. And you know, I can be pretty stupid at times. Like, yeah. So that's why I guess I can relate to zombies. Pretty much. They're all like speechless here.
Yep, not sure how to respond to that one.
Oh my gosh. Well, the thing is like Walking Dead is what do you think is like the appeal of Walking Dead to people? Like a lot of younger people actually like this show. Like I'm kind of like, yeah, okay, but you know, like a lot of people are crazy about this. They even made like a talking show. They even made a talk show after Walking Dead called Talking Dead just to discuss this show. And like, what do you think is like the appeal of The Walking Dead?
I think the suspense
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Always.
in each episode. Like when a
Mhm.
zombie shoots
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, and you just don't know what's gonna happen. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, are they gonna
why
attack
you keep
you and
watching.
stuff? Yeah, that's why you
Yeah.
keep watching. Yeah. What else? What else do we think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, always dating back to, what, 68 was it, or 67, George Romero's Night of the Living Dead?
Yes. One of the scariest zombie movies ever made.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, before that, but I mean, I know that certainly popularized the zombie movies, and I think that ever since then, like, it's still, like, it's a very scary and very good genre that a lot of people, like, are big fans of, so just to make a show of it is like, okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
That's for me anyhow, because I'm a huge fan of all of George Romero's movies, of the Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead.
Yes. I think another appeal of The Walking Dead is the storyline isn't your usual network fare. Like a lot of network shows right now, they're either like comedies or procedurals or like full blown like soap opera drama and all that. Like, but this one is about like zombies. This is like the sort of thing that you only find in movies, and now it's in television. You can see it for free, and plus it's gorgeously photographed. Like it's amazing. The cinematography for this like it looks like a movie. Actually, I mean it's the American Movie Channel, of course, but. It does look like a movie, like you're watching a movie, but oh my gosh, it's a television show. So like, I think that's like the big, for me, I think that's like the big appeal of The Walking Dead. Like, it's a different storyline. It's something different. It's not like Carrie Bradshaw and like choosing her products or something. It's like, you're choosing a zombie to kill. It's like, So, and I don't know if it's like a critique on our society and how we just want to kill or something. I don't know. It might be something for our theology majors, like... So right now, I think we're very, very fresh for a music break. So we're going to go on a music break. And when we come back for the second hour of the letter M, we will be coming back with Moody Stories. Only here I'm getting confused about my prepositions. Only here on the letter M. This is Casting Crowns with Open the Eyes of My Heart. And welcome to the second hour of the letter M. Thank you very much for joining us. This is, as you heard from the bumper, this is Van Ferro.
Yeah, the bumper.
The bumper, yeah. And you are?
I'm Andrew Shroyer.
With our guest,
Ashley Gamboa.
Ooh, Ashley.
Ooh, and we're doing Walking Dead Night. So we've talked about what Walking Dead is, what are the themes, great characters, what are the characters we've talked a lot about Walking Dead for like the past hour, and now we're in the second hour, which means it is time for...
This is Moody Stories on the letter M.
What? Okay, so Moody Stories is a time where we receive letters from Moody students, and these letters can be stories of dilemmas, struggles, questions, and then we advise and encourage them in a moody way. Ashley's like, what?
Not in a moody
Okay.
way, but in
So-
a good way.
You know what we mean. Okay.
No.
So,
No.
What do you mean you don't know what we mean? Okay. So we have a letter. So this one we're actually going. This is actually a letter that we forgot to mention like on air. Sorry. Okay. So this letter is from Cats Forever, and Cats Forever writes, "Dear the letter M, I have this stop. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Dear the letter M, I have this best friend who I hung out with all the time last semester. Now, this semester, our schedules don't go together. How do I keep being best friends with this person if our schedules don't match up with each other? Love, Cats Forever." Okay. How do we do that? How do you hang out with somebody whose schedule is not as like if it doesn't match your schedule anymore? So
You can still talk to them.
yeah, you can still
Yeah.
talk to them, but like and any other advice that you can give? I mean, we do know you can still like talk to them because they're still like people. They're not zombies.
No, I'm talking about like even like through texting or something, and I'm sure you can like find like, some time to hang out.
You can find some time to hang out.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like us.
It's like us, yeah, pretty much. Like Andrew and mine, our schedules don't really mix, so we just like find time to hang out with each other.
We find a way to get in the mix.
Yes,
Ha.
in the mix,
Ha.
10 p.m. to 12 a.m. only here at Moody Campus Radio. Ooh, indirect plug. So, I think it's just like finding time, like me and oh my gosh, okay. like me and Andrew. Like me and Andrew. So I would be working like in the morning, and then he's always off in the afternoon. So our first semester we hung out by working out together. And then when that didn't kind of like work out anymore, we just like hung out with each other in his room, and we're just like watching slasher movies. So, and then with me and Rob, like my roommate, so we also have like different schedules. So what I would do is after the letter M, and like Wednesday nights when he's on duty at the desk at ASC and Kroll, I would go there and hang out with him. So that's how we kind of like keep our friendship. And then Hunter, I just kind of like go to tea with him pretty much. Tea.
Oh.
Our goatee. So cats forever. Yes, his code name is Cats Forever. So Cats Forever. There's a lot of things that you can do to hang out with your friend. So yeah, pretty much. Do we have another moody story, by the way? I know we have another moody story. You promised us about this moody story.
Yeah, well, the one that I had in mind, like, you know, a while ago,
Yeah.
you know, that has to wait until further notice, aka until I can like completely embarrass the person.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I have another moody story.
Okay.
Yes, this moody story is from, wow, this is a weird code name. French woman. Okay, and French woman writes, "Dear the letter M."
Well, this takes you out of it.
Huh? I'm totally out of this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so French woman writes, "Dear the letter M. I have a dilemma right now. There's this guy on the brother floor that I really, really like. However, he jokes around a lot, and sometimes I feel like he makes fun of me and he makes fun of the other girls. I know that he's not doing this to hurt us or to harm us, but he's doing this because he has a weird sense of humor. But how do I let this guy know that I like him without me being the brunt of his jokes? Love, French woman."
I know who that is. I know who this is.
You know
I
who
know
this
all
is?
2,000 students here at Moody, and I know who it would be.
Like a French woman speaks to you.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
Okay. So
I
what
know.
do you do with this? A jokester guy, and she likes jokester guy, but
Joke
like
back.
joke back. Okay, elaborate. How do you
Just
joke
say.
back with jokester guy?
I don't know. Like, don't just sit there and let him make jokes at you. Like, throw him back.
Wait,
Yes.
I mean, as a girl, does it offend you if like a guy makes a joke at your expense?
No, because I'll probably make a worse joke back.
Yes,
Ooh.
that's a spirit. Okay, so for you, it's like just joke back, pretty much. Like if you're a girl though and you like a guy, like how do you want a guy to know that you like him?
I don't know.
I don't know. No, okay. So
I
say
thought we were talking about Walking Dead.
no. We're at moody stories right now. So
Okay.
okay. So if there's a guy that you like, how do you let him know that you like him? As a girl, in general. You don't know. Okay, Andrew. What about you? What's your advice to a French woman?
I know who this is.
You know who French woman is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have figured it out. I have done all of the math and probability, and I figured it out. Okay.
You do probability, okay. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, I do.
I know. We always do probability together. It's crazy. Okay.
Yeah,
go
it
ahead.
is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Carrie's going crazy right now.
I know.
See? Crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later, but what's your advice for French woman?
Okay, my advice
Uh-huh.
is to joke back, like she said. Joking back is always the best thing because it helps, one, to let him know that you care, and two, it just sends a really like positive message to not him but everybody. Also, it's great that you can take a joke.
Uh-huh. So that's your for me, for French woman, how do I say this without you coming off as like super harsh or super like, you know what, if you really like a guy, like, and this goes for girls, this also goes for guys who like girls too. If you really like somebody, just let them know and see what happens. I mean, I know there's like a super big fear of rejection and all that, like, oh my gosh, what if this guy is like totally like weirded out and creeped out and okay, look, if a guy or a girl is weirded out by you telling them that you like them, probably this person is not worth liking at all. Let's be honest. I mean, that's just with me. Huh? Why are you guys laughing? Oh my gosh. Honestly.
Hey, could you read the letter M's notifications?
Oh my gosh, we do have a lot of notifications in the letter M.
Look at the notification that just came up.
Well, okay, hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish the Moody story advice first.
You'll really laugh.
Oh my god. Okay, so French woman, if you really like this guy, even though he's joking around, just let him know. If he makes you the brunt of his jokes or anything like that, then you know what? This guy isn't probably like the guy that you should be liking. I mean, after all, if you don't really like the way that he jokes about you, then you would be turned off by him anyway. But if you really like this guy, even after the fact that he makes you the brunt of his jokes, then I think you're... what do I say? Probably you're compatible with each other. It might be something that you would want to take further. More than a friendship.
I don't get how you can like someone you're scared of.
You can...
Or like...
Well, you know what? Probably she's not scared of
Not
this
scared,
guy.
but like, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like human emotions are very complicated, so...
Very.
Well, if you have any other Moody stories, you can go ahead and write us at the letter M.mcr or on our Twitter page at the letter M on MCR, or you can email us at the letter M on MCR at gmail.com.
Yeah, we have 2 more.
We have 2 more?
Yeah,
What?
but first read that.
Oh, okay.
Read that, and you will really get
How
a
are
laugh.
we like getting a lot of Moody stories
Look at
tonight?
the notification.
You don't want us to talk about
in the
Walking
top
Dead.
right.
Okay.
Top right.
So, there's a thread that started on our page, and this is from Carrie Wolf, and we're just like reading it to you because it's
But
super hot
there's
right
a
now.
new
There's
one
another
that's a side.
notification. Oh my gosh, this is like okay. I'm like, why are we like all lighting up on social media right now? It's like
'Cause I'm here.
and this is it's because of Ashley. Yeah, we should like guest her permanently. It's
Look
like-
what she just said. Top right there. See,
Okay,
look
so,
right there.
Okay, so Carrie Wolf, Carrie Wolf says, "Stop saying crazy."
And we just said crazy again.
Well, I mean,
crazy.
we're kind of crazy.
We're pretty crazy tonight.
Crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay,
This has been a crazy night tonight.
There's this thread that started on our wall. This is again from Carrie Wolf is on a roll right now. So Carrie Wolf writes, "You guys should do a promo for the new horror movie Run Droober Run,"
Which is a sequel.
It's actually a sequel of a planned trilogy that me and Andrew are going to be making. So we're making the Droober trilogy. So the first movie will be Scream Droober Scream, and then Run Droober Run, and then Hide Droober Hide. So Carrie Wolf would be the first girl in Scream Droober Scream.
But she wants to be the lead girl. She wants to be in all 3 of them. I think
she's blonde
now.
though. Like in horror movies, you
no,
can have like a blonde girl.
we can break the rules.
We can. Yeah, you're right. We can break the rules. So and Carrie actually asked, "Am I the first one to die?" Well,
no, that's what I
she's
said.
not. Yeah.
Put it. I told her to put it in her
I
contract.
think let's have Mindy the first one to die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she's also blonde, so.
Makes more sense.
It makes more sense. Yeah.
Wait, never mind.
And then we'll be playing country music on her death scene. Mindy, we love you so much. Okay, so again, if you have any Moody stories, you can just
we do have 2. One I will
have 2?
read.
Okay.
One is.
Wait, let's go back to our Moody Stories music. Okay, there's some Moody Stories music. Okay, go ahead. We need to have the right atmosphere.
Oh
for
yeah, I know.
Advising and encouragement.
That kind of atmosphere.
Gosh. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the first one reads, this is from Cats Forever.
From Cats Forever.
Yes.
He messaged you again?
He or she messaged again.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
This is what would I do if I want to move on after a breakup, but the girl expects me to wait to restart the relationship later?
Wow, that's intense. It's like Walking Dead intense.
Not quite.
Not quite. Yeah.
There's a different kind.
So he's asking, how do you move on if the girl wants him to wait?
Yes.
Move
Huh.
on.
What was that again?
Move on.
Move on.
Yeah, if he wants to move on, then move on.
Okay. Ashley's like super like,
What?
direct. Like, she has more like I don't want to say it on here. Okay. So what about you, Andrew? If you want to move on, but this girl says, wait. What do you do?
Okay. I think you have to think about, like, do you want that relationship back again? And you just analyze that and like think about that like clearly.
Yeah.
And because that's relationships are very important, and especially like very important to me. So like I can understand like so if you decide that like you're either not sure or you're not sure or you want that relationship back, I would just hold off on anything else of like moving on. However, if you are certain, like if you've given it thought and like you're certain that you want to move on, then just make that clear that like I'm moving on, because like that's part of the mistakes that I've made before, is it to not let them know that you're moving on, and that just makes it worse. It just compounds the problem. So I think to be clear in your like, first of all, think about it, and then be clear on what your decision is. And if you move on, just make sure that you're sure and final about moving on.
I didn't know what I have to do. What am I to do? Move on. Oh my gosh. Sunday in the Park with George. It's a Stephen Sondheim musical. Yeah, you know what? If you actually
it's
have
a Wes
more
Craven
power,
musical.
It's not a Wes Craven music. Okay, you know what? This is one thing that we always think that we don't have. We actually have more power in deciding our relationships than what we care to think. Like, we always feel like we always have to get stuck in a relationship just because, oh, this might happen, and oh, this might happen. Like, what if this happens and I left, and blah, blah, blah. And, like, you know what? You have the choice whether you want to stay in this kind of relationship or no. So, if you want to move on, you have to move on. It's your life. You can't depend your life on somebody else. So, Cats Forever, I know you've been like writing a lot. So I can kind of like sense that you have like a lot of anguish in your relationships right now. So if you need to move on, go ahead and move on. Because you know what? If this girl really, really loves you, she would want to be with you. She's not gonna say, hey, can you wait for me? Because she wouldn't even have time to wait. She would be like, you know what? I want to be in a relationship with you. Because when you really love somebody, you just want to be with them.
Yeah,
it's just me.
It's pretty crazy.
It is crazy. Really crazy. So Cats Forever, I hope that we've helped you on your 2 letters for tonight. Is there another one? You said there was 2.
Yeah, this is a really deep one.
A deep one?
It's from Moose Moose Forever.
Moose Forever.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Moose Forever.
I'm actually missing my Moose. So whoever found my Moose, yeah, please return it to me.
Maybe it could be somebody from Dryer 3 that may have stolen it. I don't know.
Why would you steal my Moose though? Okay, Moose Forever writes.
Moose Forever writes, so I have a dilemma. I've been really close with my roommates for 2 semesters now. However, my roommate recently is just getting involved in a lot of different activities that are distracting him from our relationship, and he has been. Okay, don't laugh. This is a serious matter.
Okay.
This is a serious matter.
I kind of know who this person is.
He has been buying gifts for other people that should be for me. What should I do?
Okay. Ashley? I don't know. Well, we'll come back to Ashley later.
So, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay. We'll make Andrew last. Okay. First of all, what's his name? Moose Moose Forever.
Moose Moose Forever.
Okay. Moose Moose Forever. First of all, I'd like to have a follow-up question. How do you know that the gifts are for you? Like, I don't get it. Okay, because like this has been like a problem with me and my roommate. Like, I'm expecting a lot of things from him, and then when he doesn't meet those expectations, I get angry, and it's not fair to him because like I shouldn't be putting a lot of expectations to him. So you know what? Probably you're putting a lot of expectations on this roommate of yours. So when you say that you're giving him a lot of, like, he's buying gifts for other people that are supposed to be for you, that's probably like a hint that you have like a lot of high expectations with this roommate and he's not meeting it and you're getting frustrated and all that. So my advice to you, Moose Moose Forever, is reevaluate your expectations. You don't want to be bitter and angry with a person that you love. So it doesn't mean that your roommate doesn't like you anymore if he doesn't buy gifts for you that are supposed to be yours. I don't know how that works. But, I think just take comfort that your roommate loves you. I mean, if he doesn't love you, then he wouldn't be rooming with you, right? So, yeah, so I think just that. Take comfort and evaluate yourself. Are you putting a lot of expectations on this roommate? So, that's just me. So, Ashley, she still has nothing. What about you, Andrew?
My advice would be to just stay patient, to love your roommate through this, and then eventually he'll come around and see the light.
So, Moose Moose Forever, thank you for sharing your heart out tonight. Okay, so if you have any more moody stories, you can just let us know on our Facebook page at theletterm.mcr or on our Twitter page at theletterm on MCR or email us at theletterm@gmail.com.
Amen.
Amen, yeah. So now let's go back to The Walking Dead.
Wait, what? Walking Dead?
Yeah, Walking Dead. We were talking about Walking Dead.
What is Walking Dead?
I don't know.
Well, that's what this show is about.
So we talked about the introduction, like the entire synopsis and premise of the show. We also talked about characters in the show, our favorite, the people we can relate to and all that. Now let's talk about themes. So I think we've talked about like a theme like earlier in the show, and that's how do you define who's human and who's not? How do you define humanity? Does it mean that when somebody's in a human body and he's moving that he's already human, or is there something else? So, like, for you guys, okay, so, like, with the context of The Walking Dead, how do you define who's human and who's not? Like, if you're like in a zombie apocalypse, and you're thinking, should I kill this person or not? Like, how do you walk the line? I guess. Johnny Cash, right? How do you walk the line? Okay, so like, okay, you're confronted by this zombie. Like, are you gonna like kill him,
Yes.
or are you going to like hesitate because he's a person and like how do you
Well,
do
if they're
that?
about to eat my face, yeah.
Exactly, if they're about to eat your face, it's like, yeah. No, but like, how do you decide? Like, is this person still human because he still has like human attributes, but.
But you're defending yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're about to eat you, then you have to do stab them.
You have to stab them. Pretty much. Yeah, this Ashley Gamboa. Yeah. So if they're gonna eat you, just have to stab them. So, what about you, Andrew? How do you? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, Andrew's
Wow.
acting like a zombie right
to
now.
stab you.
So, what? Don't eat my face. Okay. What about you? What about you, Andrew?
For me, determining factor is whether or not they're going to kiss me or eat me.
Kiss you or eat you?
Yep.
Isn't that like the same thing?
No, not quite.
Okay.
Huh, no.
So if they're going to kiss you, what are you gonna do?
Well, then they're obviously human.
Okay, and then if they're gonna eat you, then they're not human.
They're not human. They're
Yeah.
probably a zombie. But that's a non-serious one, obviously. But
Yeah. As usual. Okay, go ahead.
just depends on whether or not. Well, one, coherence, because you can't reason with a zombie unless,
Exactly. Yeah,
of course, you're going to count warm bodies.
Warm bodies.
Uh-uh.
You don't like warm
No.
bodies?
That was so cheesy.
It was cheesy, but it was still heartwarmer.
It's hard. I mean, it's one body, so it has to be a heart warmer.
Ha ha ha.
For me, like, okay, I'm the kind of person that you don't give a revolver to because I just like shoot it at anything. So, just a warning, don't give me a revolver. But if it comes to like push comes to shove, and like there's a zombie like right in my face,
You have
I
to
think
shoot them.
exactly, yeah, because like I don't want. I love my life. Gosh, I love serving Jesus Christ, so I'm not gonna be killed by a zombie. So yeah, and like for me, I think at that point when you're deciding about like somebody's humanity or something, I don't think you'll be deciding on somebody's humanity when they're ready to eat your face.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Stab
Say,
them.
I will.
Stab him.
Stab. Ha. Stab 8.
Stab 8. Oh my gosh. Stab is like the movie series in the movie Scream. So.
Oh.
Yeah, so just a little side note. Okay, so now we're done with so that's like one theme. Like, how do you decide humanity? What are like the other themes that you find in The Walking Dead? Like themes, any running themes, anything that repeats itself, or anything that or what?
Horror.
Horror. I thought you said or.
Horror. Because it's a horror show.
It's a horror show. Okay, elaborate.
It's not a horror show. I
It's-
mean,
yeah.
The genre is horror.
The genre is
Oh.
horror, yeah. So that's the theme horror. It's meant to scare you. Pretty much. What else? Running
Which
theme?
I haven't seen enough of the episodes to know if they do. So, but I don't know.
it's like action, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What
it's
else?
just gross.
Well, it is, yeah, especially when you're stabbing somebody in the head.
Gross. Gross is definitely on the eye of the beholder because.
Yeah, gross is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, I'm not gonna elaborate. Just.
Yeah. I think another theme of The Walking Dead is survival. Like, how do you survive in a world that you are not familiar with? That is kind of like hard because like you have to remember like Rick is a police officer. He's used to keeping order.
Sheriff.
And then
Sorry.
he's a sheriff.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's used to keeping order and then he wakes up and then all of a sudden like frick, there's no order here. Like how do you like
Dead bodies are.
there's dead bodies around who are like going to eat my face and like you know oh my gosh, so you were used to having order and you were the one who was giving order to all of a sudden it's like chaos. How do you like survive in a world that's changed?
That's like the whole first season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's like the one theme that I was like seeing there, like how do you survive? And that's why I asked a question like if Walking Dead happens here at Moody, like what are you gonna do?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's see.
Do you have another place to hide when you're like
Oh,
Walking Dead.
I like my roommates.
your roommates?
My roommates.
You only have one roommate.
Well, my roommates, as I was getting ready to finish, my
Okay.
roommates, his advice.
Oh, okay. What's Elias's advice?
He said dryer doors are really, really solid, so we're sticking in dryer 309. Woo, yeah! God, I mean, we have enough horror movies to last us a lifetime.
Exactly, and
so
they have an extra bed, which I usually sleep on.
Yes.
So
when
yeah.
you're sick.
when I'm sick, yeah. Sick or like when I just like watch horror movies and like it's 1:00 and like I'm feeling lazy to go back to Rob. So okay, that didn't come out right. To go back into our room, yeah. So because our room is like five doors down, like you know, when it's like 1:00 and you're watching a horror movie and you're like snuggled in bed and like
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to my room.
Yep, so he just fell asleep.
You understand the feeling, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, me and Jasmine will stay up, and I'm like, I'm not walking all the way down the hallway.
exactly. Finally, somebody who can relate. It's like, yeah. So we have defining humanity, horror, survival. What else are the themes that we can see from The Walking Dead? Kind of like just repeats. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, we're just
jamming out now. You've been hanging around Elias too much.
I know. It's like, well, there are like really interesting things that are going around. I mean, that would be going on here at Moody. So let's give it to,
all right. Let's start off.
Okay.
Let's go down
by the way, we have a contest. So this would be our contest. Who can read the most who can read these liners or these commercial breaks like in the most convincing way. So you can vote on our Facebook page at the letter m.mcr or on our Twitter page at the letter m on mcr. So Ashley, you can go ahead and pick something that you would like to promote and read it as convincing as you can.
Can I choose the Bible as one?
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead.
Why not?
There's 3 E's. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. I have to think about this.
Think about this. Okay.
This
internalize.
This is to new students, so like me. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Free Bibles. Is there such a thing as too many Bibles? Well, even if there is, pick this up today anyway. Any student who completed New Student Orientation, me, this fall can pick up a copy of the Bible from Moody Central. Go get it. It's the Bible. Don't worry, it's not the message. It won't bite.
I'm offended.
It's not, it's not the message.
I am offended.
Is that it?
Yeah. So, Andrew,
That was mine.
choose a liner that you would like to promote.
Okay.
Okay. So, it has to be like super convincing, and then our audience would vote which commercial is super convincing. Yeah. Did you?
Okay, I'm going to choose. Let's see.
Choose.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
No Friday night plans this week?
Oh my gosh.
We didn't think so. Vince Schiller to the rescue. Join everyone who has no plans on Friday, November 8th at 7 p.m. in Torrey Gray Auditorium for a night of fantastic music. Probably country. No tickets are required. Just show up and be blessed by fantastic country music.
Blessed by country
Blessed
music.
by country music.
Yep.
No such thing.
Okay, so I'm going to be choosing. This. PCM ministry trips. Okay. Okay. PCM ministry trips. Are you so in love with PCMs that you can't imagine taking a break from it? Do you fear being bored on spring break? Maybe you want to have an experience you can brag about in your Christian missions class. Whatever your reason is, join the PCM department this spring break. Go to the Practical Christian Ministries department at Moody Central to find out more.
All right.
Okay, that's my most convincing voice. So, do you want to take another one?
Another one.
Another one.
Well, because
Okay.
we have a lot to go around.
Yeah, we have a lot to go around, pretty much.
Do you want to do another one?
Uh-huh.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you feeling sick? Are you missing the way that mommy took care of you at home? Do you still need someone to talk to? Well, there's me. Or you can go to Moody Health Services, who is open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4 p.m. Stop on by to receive the help you need today. A special note, the health services is closed during the President's Chapel, so if you're sick, you just have to wait till later, I guess. Or you can just talk to me.
Talk to us at
That's
the letter
it.
M. You can write your stories to us. And
Really just me, though.
we can... Yeah, right. Okay, and here is another thing, actually. I think this would be a very, very helpful announcement to everyone. So, fact. Everyone needs prayer for something in life. Solution. Sunday evening prayer with The Gathering in Suite 211. Join Moody's weekly prayer meeting on Sunday nights starting at 8:30 for a time of spiritual enrichment and growth, as well as asking for more of the Lord in your life. Uncertainty, unrest, and worried? Give The Gathering a try this week and bring your request before the Lord. We hope to see you there. So if you need prayer, yeah, just go to The Gathering. So those are some of the things that are happening on campus right now, and we'd like to promote some of the other shows at here at MCR. Again, in the mix. It's
In the
following
mix,
us. In
yes.
the mix. There's also tomorrow at 11 to 12, The Collision with Caleb Bergman and James Jason. There's also Sandy Dalton with What Our Fathers Told Us on Wednesday from 9 to 10. And then after that, they're followed by Elika Martin and Mackenzie Wilson for Dress Code. And then on Thursday, after the Den at 8 p.m., it's Soundproof with Tiana Galea and Jasmine Sims. And then after that, 10 p.m., Throwdown with James Aaron Holes and Noah Throw. And then on Friday, after Adelina, of course, there's The Jew and the Gentile. I don't know who's like Jew and who's like Gentile here, but whatever. The Jew and the Gentile at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Fridays with Isaiah Asher. He must be the Jew. And Nick Lancy. He must be the Gentile. And then it's followed by Ed Blackman on Table Talk at 10 p.m. on Friday. So those are like some of the cool shows that are going on at NCR. And of course, there's The Letter M. The coolest show that's available on 24 time zones. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, in the mix.
Yeah, in the mix. Yeah, in the mix. 10 p.m. on Monday.
And then let's make sure face to face.
Face to face with Adelina Galea, who was just face to face with us. So yeah. Okay, so now we are at the theological section of the letter M. So this is when we find theological applications to the things that we have been discussing in the evening. So Walking Dead. Are there any spiritual or theological applications or implications that you've been thinking about? Ashley's like,
nope. Ashley's like, nope. Just watch it to enjoy it.
Okay, any spiritual or like anything that you can apply in your spiritual life, I guess, that you may learn from The Walking Dead. I know, it's like a Miss Universe question. Oh my god. And you can't have an interpreter, by the way, so. It's a beauty pageant joke. Okay, so go ahead. Who wants to go first? Okay, Ryan. Before you go ahead, I would just like to comment on Ryan Renner's post on Facebook. So Ryan Renner replied to Carrie Wolf on our thread, and he's like, "You are listening to?" And like, yes, everyone is listening to the letter M. So you have to get used to it, pretty much. Ryan Renner. Yes, Ryan Renner is one of our most faithful and fruitful fans.
And crazy.
Yes.
Carrie's
so,
a crazy fan. Yeah.
Carrie is also a crazy fan. And she says here, stop saying crazy.
Well, you know.
She's crazy about us. I mean, let's be honest. So.
About the letter M.
I mean, no offense, Austin, but you know. Okay.
Anyhow.
Okay. So any spiritual or theological applications? Walking Dead.
One, don't live in Georgia.
Don't live in Georgia. Oh my gosh. Like, Fiona's not going to like that.
And Carrie, she's just offended now too. But seriously, that was a joke because I would like to live in Georgia.
Georgia.
My sister lives in Georgia.
Oh, she lives in Georgia? Mm-hmm. Wow. In Atlanta or?
Immediate jealousy.
Like near CDC? Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
She gets the first vaccine if there's like a zombie.
Yeah. Yeah. Like.
Yeah, it's always Georgia on my mind.
It's Carolina.
No, it's Georgia.
Georgia on my mind.
Really?
Yeah.
They've been teaching you really, really wrong in Carolina. No, it's Georgia. Like, for real. We're not joking.
Song?
Yeah,
the song is Georgia on
Georgia.
my mind. It's not Carolina on my mind. Yeah.
No.
Well, I guess that's how she's raised. So, yeah, it's Carolina on my mind.
Okay, sorry.
No. But it really is.
So,
it's called Georgia. The song is called Georgia.
Yeah. So okay. So don't live in Georgia. No, that's a joke. No. Okay.
Obviously, because I would like to.
The one theological implication that I have with that is I think we can use it as a metaphor for. I know it's gonna sound really, really far-fetched, but like with the pro-life debates, like how do you decide who's human and who's not?
That's far-fetched.
It's not far-fetched. Okay, I'm gonna unpack it here. I'm gonna like connect it. So pretty much the pro-life debate centers on is the fetus a human being or not? And like here with The Walking Dead, we have that dilemma. Is this guy who's trying to eat my face actually human or not? When we think of something as not human, it's easier for us and it's more like morally acceptable for us to kill that being rather than if the person, or rather than if that thing is Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, we are not stabbing anyone. So, like,
Speak for yourself.
speak for yourself. No. Oh. Okay. So like, and it's the same thing with with Walking Dead. Like, it's easier for them to kill a zombie if they know that that person is a zombie and not a real person. It's the same thing with with abortion. Like, for people, it's easier for them to think that they can kill a fetus if they believe that the fetus is not a human being. But if you actually believe that the fetus is a human being, it's going to be harder for you to kill a fetus, pretty much. So, why are you laughing? Oh my gosh!
Ashley
you guys are
Kruger there.
Oh my gosh, Ashley Kruger.
It's Wolverine.
It's
Nope.
Ashley Kruger. Yeah. Okay, so for me, that's like one of the theological / spiritual implications that I can get from Walking Dead. So, do you guys have any other things? Yeah.
The way that we treat others in difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
The one I mentioned earlier. Like, how do we treat people whenever we're in the midst of a great trial, especially in our own lives? Like,
Yeah.
like if you're going through a rough stretch where you had some bad things happen to you, unfortunate things. Like, it's extremely tempting to just treat everybody bad. However, you should always be willing to be kind to people. So, yeah, that was
Especially
mine.
if they're like mean to you.
Well, I don't know.
Well. I don't know about that. If they're like mean to me or something, and like, ooh, people have just been liking your pictures. It's crazy. Okay.
No, it actually is. It is actually. Oh man, I cannot even remember. It's very princessy.
Very princessy. I know. It's
Yeah.
like it's getting crazy.
Yeah. No, it
Crazy
isn't.
in a princessy way.
Yeah, that's just true. That's just true.
Yeah, but she's just like. Never mind.
Just yeah.
Okay. So what else? What else are like anything that you can apply Walking Dead to in your life? I think another thing is grow a good beard. Like, it seems like a really good zombie repellent.
A
No.
lot of zombies chase Rick.
Yeah, but I mean, see, they don't eat each other because they have beards. Yeah, that's one thing I observe in that show. They don't eat people with really good beards.
Yep. That's why I'm safe.
No, he said good beards.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
burn.
I'm gonna read more of this because
Another thing that another
oh.
somebody's getting violent here. So Walking Dead. Ah, no. Okay. Oh gosh, it's like, okay. People are becoming zombies and stuff. Another thing that I think is that we can apply from The Walking Dead is zombies are attacking us here. Okay, another thing that I think that we can apply from The Walking Dead is having survival instincts. Like, I know there are like some people who don't have really good survival instincts, and then there are like people who are good with having survival instincts. But I think all of us need to have adaptability. Like, we should be able to thrive anywhere where we could be placed. Like with Rick in The Walking Dead. Like, he has to learn how to thrive in a world which is so different from him. So, I mean, first season, like, he was like trying to figure it out and stuff, and he may or may not have been successful, but I mean, he's on the 4th season right now, so I guess he's successful. But like,
plus he has a second best beard.
who's the best beard?
If Daryl grew a beard.
If Daryl grew a beard and he has a crossbow too, so he's really cool.
Me.
You're not on The Walking Dead.
Uh,
You're on Scream Droober Scream.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
So, yeah, actually, on this picture that I'm looking at right now, you don't have a beard.
But on the one, that one of me that you took of me at the missions conference.
Oh, we are not talking about that picture. Oh my gosh. It's like,
I have a beard in that one.
you have a beard. Yeah, I actually like you with a beard.
Ooh.
Can I leave?
Yes, you should, please.
Oh my gosh. No, but
Yeah, it's pretty crazy
going
here.
back to The Walking Dead. Okay, so survival. I think as Christians, it's important for us to have adaptability because we can be placed in different
Adaptable.
ministry situations.
Ministry
Sorry,
situations.
adaptable. Yeah. It's important for us to be adaptable because we
Adaptable.
are usually placed in situations which
Situations.
we may or may not be like, we may or may not like, honestly. Like, there are some people who are sent to, like, countries that they may or may not necessarily like, but they're sent there because God is just calling them. to
Maybe
there,
sent
so-
to that one nation.
What
It's-
one nation?
It's
France?
no.
Which one?
The Philistine nation.
There's no. Oh my. The Philippines, not the Philistine nation. Gosh. Hashtag white people. That's like. Yeah. So I think we need to be like really adaptable for that. So I mean, those are like some of the things that I've learned from Walking Dead that I can apply to spiritual life. So, well, wow. It's ready. Like it's time for us to go because In the Mix is ready coming in here in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like wow, I mean it's like it's really run so fast. So thank you very much for joining us, especially for the people who interacted with us through Facebook, Twitter,
Carrie.
and text. Carrie Wolf, yes, she's on a roll tonight. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Her and Jenna Barbieri, they're just like listening like crazy.
Yeah.
So, well, we would like to thank our guest tonight, Ashley Gamboa. Thank you
Yeah,
for joining
thanks,
us in our
Ashley.
craziness and madness. Do you have any last words before we let you go?
If a zombie eats your face, you need to stab it.
Yes, if the zombie's in your face, you need to stab it. Good advice. Yeah, even if you're hiding at Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple, they'll never catch you there.
They'll never
The
get you at
thing
Smith.
is,
Yeah.
okay, you need a fob to get anywhere around here. So,
Ah, good point.
Good point. Yeah. So you know what? Your room may actually be the safest place to be.
your room?
Your room. Yeah.
My room.
I don't know if your room would be like safe from like zombies. There's like zombies, whatever. Yeah. So thank you very much for joining us, and those are really helpful last words. That's awesome. Just in case Moody turns into like this big insane Walking Dead asylum, at least we know what to do. Also, plungers. You can use plungers to crush a zombie's head. Yes. Push them on the wall and like.
I mean, you can watch Zombieland. There's a lot of
There's
just
a
cool
lot.
ways.
Yeah, Zombieland. Yeah, pretty much. So again, thank you very much for joining us. And well, Andrew, do you have any last words before we go?
Yeah, it's just been a really stupendous night here. We've
It's been a
crazy.
very stupendous night.
I just like to thank everybody for listening back home and thanks my family. Thank all our faithful fans out there.
All our faithful fans.
Carrie,
Yeah.
Ryan, and
Carrie, Ryan, JD, Jonathan
JD.
David Colker. I finally just remembered to greet him like at the end of the show. Hopefully he's listening right now. So I'm so bad at greeting
probably
people.
is.
It's awful.
I-
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us. Next week, it's...
Hey.
No, it's not fart night. What
We'll
is
probably
next
have
week?
that later.
Okay, what is next week? We're doing...
The best night.
The
of
best
year.
night.
Well, second best.
What's
night.
the best night? Oh, Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
night at the end of the semester?
absolutely.
Yeah. We're doing Country Night!
Woo!
Woo! So all of your favorite country stars are going
This
to
was
be
his
here.
idea too, so
Yeah,
this is
I love country. So, I'm just an iced tea drinker. Oh yeah.
you can hear
We
the
can't say
unedited
what the
version
beverage
of
is,
it
so, yeah.
at the letter M's table, which is Driver 3's table.
Country girl, party
Girl,
for me,
girl,
party. Yeah.
girl.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
Yeah, or like, my girl likes to fish.
Fish.
Yeah. So we'll be featuring like all of the greatest country hits, like
Love you.
"Love You," "That's
Just-
My Kind of Night"
just to
by
say
Luke Bryan.
Just to say, my roommate, love you. Ha ha ha.
Love you too. Yeah. So
You have to listen to the song to get
yeah,
the-
and you have to listen to Country Night. So it's all of your country stars, all of your favorite country songs in one night at the letter M. So if you have a country song request, just let us know as early as this
Tonight.
Friday, or as early as tonight, actually, and as late as this Friday, because Adelina, our stupendous program director, has
Yes.
to enter all of the songs on our playlist so
Our
that we can play them.
beautiful,
Our beautiful,
stupendous-
stupendous program director
Yes.
who's hosting a show at MCR on Fridays from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. face to face. Yes. So just let us know which country song you would like us to play. And again, we will see you next week if our website isn't down and we're not canceled again.
Or I get
So
sick again.
or you get sick again.
Yeah, which I just
Yeah.
got over today. So
Yeah.
still
and,
actually not 100%.
yeah,
but
and now
I
I'm
have
the
a
one who's
fever
sick.
right now, so.
You have a fever
oh,
right
I'm
now?
sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, and then now I'm the one who's sick. I'm the one who's like, you know, these chairs are actually super fun. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay, well, let's go on a permanent commercial break for tonight. That way we can like jump around. Well, okay. Okay.
Jump around. That's a song.
Jump around, yeah.
No.
Whoa.
Not
Okay,
at all.
We are not partying here. Okay. So like I'm looking for a song here that I would like to play. But like can you just go ahead and talk more because I'm still trying to find the song, so not that way. Okay. So like I'm trying to find this song and so it's country night next
so
week.
fun.
So which are like the singers that we're thinking of playing for next week?
Oh, obviously
Taylor
got to
Swift.
probably Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Taylor
Have
Swift is
to play-
yeah, Taylor Swift is a country singer.
No.
Yeah.
She's like,
I'll count it. I'll take anything I can get.
I'll take anything that I can. Wait, so who else we might
My
who
favorite
else?
singer, Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan. Oh my
Johnny
God,
Cash,
that guy
too.
is super awesome. Like,
Johnny Cash, greatest singer ever, only singer to ever be inducted into 3 Hall of Fames.
Yep. Mhm.
the only
Who else?
country singer I would kind of like is Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton. Well, we can't
There's a
play
song by
boys
Blake
around
Shelton.
here,
Only because
but
of the voice.
And the boys around here.
yeah.
Talking
So
about
talking about
yeah,
girls
we-
talking about trucks. That's not that.
Huh?
Okay, but anyhow.
No, I thought he was talking about beer.
No,
Oh, okay.
but girls and trucks.
Oh my gosh,
but-
did I just say beer?
Yeah, you just said beer.
Oh,
Just
okay.
sorry.
Sorry, Dean Aarons. Okay, wait, what else are we playing? I'm so excited about this because we're playing like songs that we. Okay, I was indoctrinated in country music for like 48 hours during
Yes.
during fall break, so that's why I'm like, yeah, super country.
Still
right now.
having
I know
leftover
people are like,
effects
no,
from it.
you'll never be country, and is it because I'm Filipino? Like, I don't
Nope.
get it.
Nope.
It's like-
Nope, you don't know what a combine is. You gotta find out
okay,
what a
I
combine is.
do now know
before
what
you-
a combine is, so
Okay.
just saying. Okay.
I'm sure there'll be others that you'll learn about. We'll come across. I'll teach
Yeah.
you. We'll teach you. Me and Sarah
well.
will teach you.
Okay. Well, the girls from
And
In
Maddie,
the Mix
and-
are already here, so I can't find the song. It was just
No,
here,
those
but like for some reason it's like I can't find it anymore. So
It's
we will just
That's
substitute this
crazy.
with "Better Is One Day" by something like Silas, only here on MCR. Thank you very much for joining us, and I got the correct song this time.